So last class we tried to solve more PYQ questions. Today also we are going to start the PYQ questions and we try to solve it with the help of our chemistry knowledge. So let's start the class. So question number 9 is on your screen. Standard reduction potential of the half reactions are given below. They given 4 reactions and at the same time they giving the E naught values which is given on your screen. The strongest oxidizing and reducing agents respectively are. So this question is come from our electrochemistry chapter of your class 12 NCERT. So now we are moving to the solution part. So if you see here in the questions, F2 the oxidation state is 0, here is -1, again here 0, -1, 0 to -1, 0 to -1, means all the process the reduction will take place. Means these values are nothing but this is the reduction potential of that species. Now when having, now for this we require to find out strongest oxidizing and the reducing agent. Now always remember who having the highest reduction potential value, they are good oxidizing agent. Okay, good oxidizing agent. Why? Because who having the higher reduction potential, they get reduce itself, means they gain electrons itself. But when they gain the electrons, if somebody lose electrons, that losing electrons process is known as an oxidation process. So they oxidize someone's, so that's why they are called as oxidizing agent. Okay. So don't confuse if persons have, if the species having higher reduction potential, it doesn't mean they are good reducing agent. No, they are a good oxidizing agent, because when reduction potential increases, that species itself get reduced, but it will oxidize someone else from where it take the electrons and it gains the electrons by that species. Now if you see among the following who having the highest reduction potential value, that is your first option, that is given is 2.85. So it having a highest reduction potential, so means this species is undergo reduction itself but is oxidize someone. So these are act as a good oxidizing agent. So if you see in your option only one option, that is option number 2, where F2 given as a good oxidizing agent and I minus is your reducing agent. So option number 2 is the correct answer of your question number 9. So now we are moving to the next question, that is question number 10. So question number 10 is on your screen. The catalytic activity of transition metal and their compound is ascribed mainly to. So now we are moving to the solution part. Now the catalytic activity of transition metals, it is due to the variable oxidation states. Now if you see in their options, option number 4, their ability to adopt variable oxidation state, which is the correct answer of your question number 10. So now we are moving to the next question, that is question number 11. So question number 11 is on your screen. Equal volumes of two monoatomic gases A and B at same temperature and pressure are mixed. The ratio of specific heat Cp by Cv of the mixture will be. So now we are moving to the solution part. So for monoatomic gas, the Cv is equal to 3 by 2R. Okay, so this is a constant value and we know Cp minus Cv. Okay, so this question is come from a thermodynamics part of your class 11 NCERT. So Cp minus Cv is equal to R. So if I want to find out Cp, that is R plus Cv, R plus what is the value of Cv, that is 3 by 2 R, it will be end up with 5 by 2 R. Now what we require? We require Cp by Cv. So Cp by Cv, what is the value of Cp here? That is 5 by 2 R. What is the value of Cv? That is 3 by 2 R. Now R and R get cancelled it out, 2 and 2 are cancelled out, so we are end up with 5 by 3, that will be 1.67. Okay. Now, if you see in your options, first option, that is 1.67 is the correct answer of your question number 11. So, now we are moving to the next question, that is question number 10. So, now we are moving to the next question, that is question number 12. So, question number 12 is on your screen. Given that the equilibrium constant for a reaction, they given you the reaction has a value of 278 at particular temperature, what is the value of the equilibrium constant for the following reaction at the same temperature? So, these are the options they are given. So, now moving to the solution part. So, this question is come from your equilibrium chapter of your class 11 NCERT. Now, if you see, they give you the reaction is this one and they ask the equilibrium for this reaction. They giving the K equilibrium for this reaction, that is 278. Now, if you see this reaction, first of all what they do, I am just writing the reaction as 2SO2 plus O2 gas 2SO3, and they give you the equilibrium here, okay, K equilibrium for this reaction. Now, first of all what you do, we have to divide it by 2 for the whole reaction, okay, divided by 2. So, what you are obtaining here, SO2 plus O2 SO3. So, what happened with the K equilibrium? Your K equilibrium will be your root 2, because I already said if any reaction is divided by n value, then the new equilibrium is equal to n root K equilibrium. In this case, it is be divided by 2, so that value will be root K equilibrium. Now, again what they do, sorry, it will be half O2, okay, because O2 is not there. Now, again what in the reaction, they reverse this reaction. It means SO3 it will be here and you are getting as SO2 and half O2. So, this is our resultant equation which is similar to the question. Now, again what happened with the K equilibrium, if I reverse the equation, then equilibrium value will be as an fraction value, that is 1 by K equilibrium. Now, we have to find out what is the 1 by K equilibrium value, 1 by root over K equilibrium. So, what is the value of K equilibrium? They are given as 278, 1 over root over 278, okay. So, this value it will be coming here 278 root over. So, if you solve this part, it will be end up with your answer as 5.99 into 10 to the power minus 2. This is an approximate value, okay. So, just do it in your home, just to take a 1 by 278 root, and you end up with the answer is nearly 5.99 into 10 to the power minus 2. So, now we let's see the what are the options they are given. So, if you see among these 4 options, the nearest value it will be your 6.0 into 10 to the power minus 2, which is our 4th option. So, 4th option is the correct answer of your question number 12. So, question number 13 is on your screen. Which one of the following sets form a biodegradable polymer? So, this question is come from your class 12 NCERT, that is from the polymer chapter. So, now we are moving to the solution part. Now, they ask about biodegradable polymer, and if you see in option number 3, that is your glycine react with amino caproic acid, okay, this is nothing but amino caproic acid. This one will give you nylon 2, nylon 6, okay. So, this is nothing but this is a polymer and this is a biodegradable polymer. So, your option number 3 is the correct answer of your question number 13, and these statements or this product or this reactant they are already given in your NCERT, that is in polymer chapter of your class 12 NCERT. So, now we are moving to the next question, that is question number 14. So, question number 14 is on your screen. In the replacement reaction, they give you the reaction and they ask you the reaction will be most favorable if M happens to be. So, now we are moving to the solution part. Now, if you see in this reaction, what will happen, this I, it will be replaced by your fluoride molecules, right, this F. It means this bond should be easily breakable. Or we can say this bond should be more ionic bond. And if you see this Li, Na, Ko, Rab, say Faryad. So, this is your group 1 element. Now, when you go down the group, your covalent character, it will be decreases and your ionic bond character, it will be increases. So, if you see among these 4, that is Rb, that is rubidium is most ionic. So, if you see your rubidium is more ionic, so this bond will be with rubidium with fluorine, this bond will be easily breakable. When it will be easily breakable, this reaction will be more favored. So, if you see your option number 4 is the correct answer of your question number 14. So, now we are moving to the next question, that is question number 15. So, question number 15 is on your screen. Activation energy EA and rate constant K1 and K2 of a chemical reaction of two different temperature, that is T1 and T2 are related by. So, this question is come from your chemical kinetics chapter of your class 12 NCERT. So, now we are moving to the solution part. Now, if you see ln of K2 by K1 is equal to EA by R minus EA by R, that is 1 by T2 minus 1 by T1. Okay. So, this is the equation, or if I remove this minus sign, what I am getting, ln of K2 by K1 equal to EA by R, this minus side you get it in the bracket inside. So, what you are obtaining 1 by T1 minus 1 by T2. Now, if you see among this option ln of K2 by K1 EA by R 1 by T1 and T2, this option is the correct answer. And if you see ln of minus EA, no, this is not the correct answer. For this one, no, this is not possible. Now, if you see the option number T, ln of K2 by K1 equal to minus EA by R 1 by T2 minus 1 by T1. So, this is also a correct answer, means 1 and 3 is the correct answer of this question, that is question number 15. So, now we are moving to the next question, that is question number 16. So, question number 16 is on your screen. Which one of the following does not correctly represent the correct order of property indicated against it? So, now we are moving to the solution part. Now, here they asked which does not correctly represent. Okay. So, first mark it does not, okay, which is not correctly represent order here. Now, if you see that this part, that increasing second ionization enthalpy, yes, this is a true statement, that is titanium is less than vanadium, then less than manganese, then less than chromium. So, chromium having the highest second ionization enthalpy, this is true. So, if you see titanium, vanadium, chromium and manganese, they are given in increasing number of oxidation state, this is also a true statement. Now, if you see titanium, vanadium, chromium and manganese, it is given in increasing order of magnetic moment, and this order is also true. Now, if you see the fourth option, titanium, vanadium, chromium and manganese, they are given as increasing melting points. So, here it will be not true, because titanium, vanadium, then manganese, then chromium will become to give you the increasing melting points order. So, the reason is chromium, if number of unpaired electron will be the more, the strength with the metal will be increases. When strength will be increases, we require more and more energies. As a result, the melting point is getting increases. So, this is the correct order, that is titanium is less than vanadium, vanadium is less than manganese, and manganese less than chromium. So, this should be the order of increasing melting point. So, here the order is not correctly given. So, option number 4 is the correct answer of your question number 16. So, question number 17 is on your screen. Red precipitate is obtained when ethanol solution of dimethyl glyoxime is added to ammonical nickel 2, which of the following statement is not true. So, now we are moving to the solution part. So, this question is basically come from your coordination chemistry of your class 12 NCERT, and they ask you which statement is not true. Okay. So, first mark it not true. Now, if you see dimethyl glyoxime function as a bidentate ligand, yes, it will be true. It is always be act as a bidentate ligand. Red complex has a square planar symmetry, yes, this is true. Complex has a symmetrical hydrogen bonding, yes, this is also true. Now, red complex has a tetrahedral geometry, no, it will be wrong concept, okay, it is a false statement. So, option number 4 is the correct statement of your question number 17, and the structure is look like this, like C double bond N, double bond N, it will be act with nickel again N here, and it will be end up with so it will be here and they forming a bond like this. Another one here CH3 and CH3, and another one it will be O here, it will be H and O. So, this kinds of square complex will form. Okay. So, this is nothing but this is a square complex, this is not a tetrahedral geometry. So, your option number 4 is the wrong, and this is the correct answer of your question number 17. So, now we are moving to the next question, that is question number 18. So, question number 18 is on your screen. An organic compound A, when treated with nitrous acid, gave an alcohol and nitrogen gas was evolved. A on warming with chloroform and caustic potash gave C, which on reduction give isopropyl methylamine. Predict the structure A. So, now we are moving to the solution part. Now, if you see here, the first you have to concentrate the product, what we are getting, that is an isopropyl methylamine. It means my structure is look like this. So, this is nothing but this is your isopropyl methylamine. Okay, 1, 2, 3, okay, methylamine. Now, if you see these groups, this group is known as isopropyl group. If my compound, that is my product having this isopropyl group, then definitely my reactant also having have isopropyl group. Now, if you see in your options where this isopropyl group you are finding, see this is not an isopropyl group, this is not an isopropyl group, here also not isopropyl group, only one option, that is option number 2, that having this isopropyl group, this part. This part is nothing but this is our isopropyl group, and your option number 2 is the correct answer of your question number 18. So, if you see these organic types of questions, if you know how to find out the key concept which is present inside the question itself, you can easily solve the answer without solving the whole chemical reactions. So, we know the answer is your 2. So, now I am going to show you how the reaction will take place. Okay. Up to here maybe everyone having cleared. Now, I am going to write the product what is given in this one. So, we already get the answer, that is answer 2. So, now see this C3HN is react with nitrous acid, and when it react with nitrous acid, it may be a it always be a primary amine. Okay. Now, there is a 2 types of primary amine, we can find it out here with this molecular formula. One is this one and another one is this one. This is also a primary amine and this is also a primary amine, but this does not have isopropyl group, so it is not possible. So, we have to take this one. Now, when this one is react with HNO2, that is your nitrous acid, it will give you an alcohol, and your alcohol is this one. So, when this one is react with your chloroform, that is CHCl3, we are obtaining here, this is the product, right, CH3 CH, it will be NC and this is your CH3. So, this is nothing but this is C. Okay. Now, when this one is again reduction taking place, we are getting our product, and product structure I already given, this is. So, this is the product structure I already write it here. So, in the examination you no need to do the whole chemical reaction, just find out what they asked which is given on your question, and if you find out the key point you can easily get your answer. So, option number 2 is the correct answer of your question number 18.